Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. WGRD-FM Grand Rapids. 97.9 GRD.
GRD, the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show, partly cloudy, warmer, and more humid. Very cloudy right now, 75 the high. It's 57 downtown.
I'm bummed to see that it's become cloudy. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell from where I'm at. And when we came into work today, it was really clear. Huge, bright, full moon. And I just expected the whole day would be clear.
Yeah.
So when you guys said it was cloudy, I'm like, idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did too. Hey, did anybody milk the nips this week at Western?
I don't think so.
No, I
Did they
didn't.
milk the
I
nips?
didn't make it down to the game. I don't know. Yeah, that's their big news slogan because they can't use row the boat anymore.
Yes.
So it's milk.
Yeah.
Was it milk the big nips?
No, just nips.
Just nips.
And it all came from
Any
the
of them.
theory that the more nips you have, the more you can milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more nips, the
Yeah.
sweeter the cream.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
was.
what it
so
was.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's milk the most nips.
Bigger than
Yeah.
nips.
So we said,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
their-
your new thing.
their new
Someone go
coach,
down there,
yeah.
get your signs out, your game day signs,
Yeah, for when ESPN is there for game day,
so that
and then
your team knows that you want them to win.
Yeah.
I don't know that they played a home game either, though. I forgot to check that. Or, no. I think they might have been off.
Oh,
No, they were not off. They
No?
played Georgia State, and they
Oh, they
won.
sure did,
They
yeah.
were on the road, too.
Oh.
Not an easy task to take on the Georgia State.
Well, we're sorry.
So
And I think Georgia State whooped them last year.
they may have.
Panthers.
We're sorry to the people that we made it sound as though they were at home.
Yes.
You went out there with your banners for no reason.
Boy, PJ Fleck having a rough time at Minnesota. They got walloped by Maryland.
Yeah, they are not.
Which-
They're not as down with rowing the boat as they were in Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
could
it's
have.
still early, but of course he had that. What was the first year? What did he go? 1-11?
That's why he's
Something
at
like
Minnesota
that,
right
yeah.
now, because he said, we will row the boat. They did row the boat, and then he was gone. Was he there for 2 years?
At Western? I
Yeah.
think it
He
might
was
have been
there for
4.
a while. Yeah.
Was there?
Well, it
Because
was
they
quick.
had a bad year, and then they started getting the recruits.
Oh, they did he had a bad year? I thought
Well,
it was like magic. Like he got
No.
there, said these things, made that video, and they were great.
No, the first year they were pretty bad.
Okay,
They
well,
were 1-11 that first year, and that's when we really hammered him for having that dumb row the boat thing. No wonder he's
Yeah.
losing. He doesn't even know what horses do.
yeah,
And then the next year they were better. They finished 8-4, and then they went, I think, 11-2. Nope, 7-5 in the third year. And then the 2016 season, that was when they were really good. Ended up playing Wisconsin in the Cotton Bowl.
yeah, but still, hell of a rise,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
a crazy rise.
Yeah, 1-11, 8-5, 8-5, 13-1. Won the Bahamas Bowl.
Oh man, that was. I'll never forget where I was.
Oh, I know. I was in the Bahamas because I followed him everywhere.
I was on a bowl.
Now, Joe, you
I
said
had
you
eaten a lot the day before.
you walked around ArtPrize
Yeah.
and you found there's lots of stuff. Did you see anything amazing?
No.
Now,
I
are
didn't
you
see
jaded?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
not jaded.
I'm just asking.
I will. Now, here's the thing, though. I didn't go into any venues. We just
Okay.
walked around, but walked from the climbing gym, which is all the way, close to like Monroe and Leonard over that way, to Stella's, around there, and then back, all going different ways. And I honestly didn't see anything that caught my eye. We did, you know what, to be fair, something did catch our eye. We went, what is that? Is that a rock wearing headphones hanging from a thing? Oh, no, it's a rock just with that thing through it's not a face. It's not a rock that looks like anything. If you go to Van Andel and then you go to the alley that it shares with all those bars that always
Like the
smells
alley-
like puke and fish sticks.
Just
Yeah.
before Ionia.
There is one exhibit there, and it's a rock hanging from like a wooden thing.
Is it a sincere exhibit, or was it some people that worked at one of those places and went, ha?
It's sincere. It's
Okay.
very sincere.
Okay.
It's like they created that alley to be a venue just for that rock. I'm sure there's great stuff in the Graham. I'm sure there's great stuff in the Ford Museum. and DeVos Place. Those are the big ones that you go to, but there's there wasn't going to be any waiting in line. I was 1 second away from dropping my bowels at any moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
But also online, I haven't seen like this is the big thing this year. Like it's not like the light box that was in the Gram or Pigs or Nessie.
Yeah. But that's been the way. That's been more. But then, when was the light box? Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It was.
Yeah, that
really
was
is.
really, really cool.
Really good. What was a quilt? I love that quilt.
Oh, man. Two-time winner.
I mean, always go to see quilt.
It was a hell of, I mean, as far as quilts go, it was a hell of a quilt.
Yeah. Super nice.
Yeah, really nice. Super nice quilt. I mean, the way they patched together.
It's not that easy
Smaller
to do
quilts.
with
Quilt
fabrics.
things. Yeah.
Hot Wings, did you watch the Lions game last night?
I did.
You did. The whole thing?
No.
Or
but
until it was in hand?
A good portion of it. I watched it until the fourth quarter.
It was joyful, right?
It was great. I'll tell you what the best part of it was. Not that they won. I mean, that is the best part, I guess. But for me, the best part was that they looked like they could play the game. Remember the first week and the first 2 weeks, really, where you're watching and you go,
They were inept.
what am I watching? It was like when Homer bought a football team. Or like they were so bad.
And part
Hank
of the reason
Scorpio
I
bought that team for him.
Yeah, when it was like, oh, the Denver Broncos.
Part of
was
the
that.
reason I had decommitted from watching them was that even last year when they went 9-7, so many of those games they were inept most of the contest, and then they would find a way to come back and win. That even when they won, it wouldn't be fun. So I was committed. I did not stay up and watch it. I watched the beginning of the game like I do every Sunday night, and when I turned it off when they were up 10-0, and I thought, well, this will be great because I've enjoyed what I've seen, and if they blow it in the morning, I can go, well, that wasn't a huge surprise.
No, I mean, for the most part, there was one interception, but it wasn't the world's worst, where he didn't have a receiver anywhere near him and basically just threw it to the other team.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was a good pick.
Yeah.
And other than that, like, the running backs were making headway and not fumbling the ball. Because that's sort of what would happen in the past. You'd go, oh, my God, they've got it down to the 35. This is great. They only need 1 foot. And then they get, and then the
Amir
next thing you know,
would kick it.
They would fumble it, and the other team would run it back for a score or something like that. Like, where it was just maddening. There was nothing maddening last night. So it was fun.
Have they lost all 3 games?
They're 1-2.
Yeah.
They have the same record as the Lions. This is the first time they've lost back-to-back games by 10-plus points since 2002.
I was hoping that they had won 2 games and lost this one because the headline on ESPN was "What's wrong with them?" As like teams win or lose a game, a season all the time, but for them to lose to the Lions, that the minds would blow.
And they were dominated. When you look at, I don't know ultimately what the final time of possession was, but there was a portion, I think it was still in the third quarter, that the time of possession was 28 minutes for the Lions and 12 for the Patriots.
Wow.
They just had the ball all the time. They kept Brady off the field. Their defense obviously was tired.
I saw Gronk said he would rather retire than go to Detroit.
Yeah.
Was that an actual possibility, or was that just something he said?
Was
they were
down the road.
They were talking about it, but he did clarify. He said, look, it wasn't just the Lions. He goes, Tom Brady is my quarterback, and I don't want to play for anybody but play with anybody but Tom Brady. And the only way I'm going anywhere is if Brady comes too.
All right.
So I go.
Yeah.
But it happened to be that the Lions were the team that were trying to make a deal happen.
I think that they probably lucked out. I don't know that that's a great deal. It's not like the Lions were one player away, and if they got Gronk, they were, okay, well, now they're going to win the Super Bowl. He's 29. He has a history of injuries.
Yeah.
And unless they weren't giving much away, if it was like a 5th-round pick for Gronk or something.
Well, the
yeah,
Lions
but
are
it wasn't. It was the whole offensive line or something stupid where you go, well, how are you going to use him if you don't have all those guys?
Because it seems like the Lions always think they're one player away.
That's impossible.
It does seem like they've always thought. Well, I think the fans have always thought that. They just need a better running back.
Pick. It's always a quarterback.
Hot Wings, you know who's a fan of the Lions with you? Now that I'm out?
Who else?
Jim Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. All right. Oh, my God. Really?
Hey!
Jimmy Fallon likes the Lions, too? Oh, my God. That's the craziest thing I ever heard. That's hilarious. I love that. I love that. Jimmy Fallon loves the Lions. Ha!
He must have gotten one tweet from a Detroiter.
Yeah. Or he's paying off a bet in this GIF.
Yeah. Well, somebody probably just sent him that shirt.
All right,
the
Jimmy,
best shirt ever.
We're gonna pay a bet. We're gonna.
garish Lions
Here's the
shirt.
bet: if you lose, you have to be humiliated more than you've ever been in your life by wearing this Lions jersey.
While we're breaking down sports here on the bench,
which we are.
what if I told you I have a fact about the Detroit Pistons that you guys, as non-NBA fans, and I'm including Steve and Joe,
Yeah.
because you guys are the most, like Hot Wings a little bit. Justin's an NBA fan, as long as it falls into a very narrow window. I have a fact about the Pistons that you will be interested in. Do you think that's possible?
I think that you have to wait until
I don't
basketball
know.
season because we need something to talk as a sports show. Breaking down sports, we're going to need that thing to talk about for however many months.
The Pistons signed a guy to attend training camp that we talked about on the radio last week. That narrows it down to LeBron James
Or Jack Black.
or
Yeah, we talked about
No.
Jack Black.
It's a
Kim
basketball
Kardashian.
player.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
LeBron James or the guy who spent $100,000 to buy the Brisk iced tea necklace.
Ooh.
Guess which one they signed?
I'm going to guess it's.
well, I can't believe they got LeBron.
Yeah.
I thought he wanted to be a Laker so bad.
I did too. I actually thought he was one.
Guys, it's the Brisk iced tea necklace guy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They hired an idiot. Perfect.
Just what they need.
Yeah.
Just
Well, they're
what the
also one play away.
Just what the doctor ordered. Well, I think it is more, I guess it would be more likely in basketball that you'd be just a player away. If
It
was
is
a
more
good
likely.
player.
Well,
'Cause
not
there's
that player.
Because there's less players.
Yeah, like a Jordan or a LeBron.
Yeah, if that guy that bought the Brisk iced tea necklace for $100,000 joins my rec league, then we were one player away.
Yeah.
But in the current division of the NBA, he's not going to make a difference.